couple of crash cam videos, mayhem at the fuel island, and a driver cuts me off and then tells me I'm number one on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and furry studio audience that is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Coming to you live from the Clutch Trucker Studios, currently located at the Shady Lawn Travel Center in Ardmore, Tennessee. It's just a mile 6 on I-65, just above Alabama. Got the rest of this partial load delivers in Huntsville tomorrow. This was about the closest place I could get to down there to find a decent place to park, where I figured I could get a place to park around 6 p.m. Central. And there were still a few spots open. Got a nice good flat one here. Took Rusty out and did all that stuff. So yeah, and I can honestly say I've never been here before. I know, because I always keep telling my wife, any place I go, I'm like, oh, I don't think I've been to this one before. Yeah, I have. But I have never stayed here before. Whoa. Some magic does happen. All right, a couple of crash cam things to show you. This one I actually picked up, I think it was yesterday. And the other video got so long about the speed limiters, I didn't want to put it in with that. But yeah, a car that had already crashed, they already put it on the tow truck, or a pickup, but as we come up on it, you can see how mashed that thing is. Clean up from a wreck. That pickup's mashed. And now the Clutch Trucker zoom and slow-mo. Then just before I got parked here on I-65 South, there was a pickup hauling like a toy hauler trailer or something like that managed to park himself up into the woods. I can see the cop ahead, and as I'm trying to move over in the left lane with my signal on, there's a pickup just to my left that you can't see that will not let me over. So all I can do is slow down as much as I can. And now, zoom in slow-mo time. As I was trying to fuel in, well, just south of Cincinnati, in Florence, Kentucky, at the TA there, because the fuel was cheaper. It was, gosh, only $4.92 a gallon. These fuel prices are just freaking ridiculous. But it was cheaper than anywhere else would have been after that and since then. So I pull into up to the fuel island, get into the place, and look at this. So look at this cluster mug. This is the cheapest fuel on my route, and obviously everybody else has figured that out here at this TA in Florence, Kentucky, just south of Cincinnati. Fuel islands are packed, stacked up, at least 2-3 deep. Hardly anyone can get in or out, and nobody seems to be moving at all. Was finally able to make my way down to the bottom to the last fuel island there and get in there, but that took 20 minutes. Then I had to fuel and pull forward, running to go to the bathroom, and then took another 20 minutes just to get out of there. That place was a complete cluster mug. Okay, now this one, as I was coming down into Cincinnati on I-71, I don't even know, this. I say it every day. I end up saying, God, I hate people. And I hate to say that, but God, so many times they just piss me off. This guy cuts me off, hits the brakes, I blow the air horn at him, and then he flips me off and tells me I'm number one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I wasn't tolerating you being an ass-wagon. Cut me off, asshole. What a dick. Let's look at the zoom and slow-mo. me off, ass. I don't know what he expected, just that, you know, as soon as he turned the signal on, he expected me just to leap on the brakes so he could come on over and hit the brakes in front of me. And that's what he expected me to do. Like I say it every day, gotta hate people sometimes. What an ass wagon. I always tell my wife on the phone, I avoid at least 5 wrecks per day because I'm paying attention. And so many times other drivers are not. And it's just amazing. I'm always amazed that there aren't more wrecks and crashes, actually, with as idiotic as some people drive, cars and trucks, by the way. I'm not just harping on cars here. There's some really lousy truck drivers out there, too. I just don't happen to have any for today's video. But I'm sure I'll get some soon. There's always some ass clown pulling some stupid magic in front of me on the road. This was just over the course of 2 days to throw into this video. It happens all the time. There were 2 other incidents today where I just forgot to save the video for it. So it wasn't going to be easy to find, so I didn't bother with it. But, I mean, crazy. Crazy. I was in a huge backup. I drove through a torrential rainstorm today where I had to drop down to like 30 miles an hour because you couldn't even see in front of the truck. It was nuts. But it's kind of a typical day out here sometimes. And I do want to thank everybody who commented on my speed limiters, why it's a bad idea video. Thank you so much. And I do want to clarify, I might have sounded like I was harping a lot on company drivers, and I didn't mean to put it that way. I was harping on the mega carriers that hire newbies, don't train them well enough, and then pressure them and so forth. Because I did mention Crete Carrier in one of my things, because I knew that they used to be governed at 62 and now they're at 65 or higher. And I got a comment from somebody saying, hey, he works for Crete, he loves his job, and they respect their drivers. I know it's a good company. I tried to work for him once. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Swift, CRST, CR England. They're the ones you always see flipped over. And also the FedEx, UPS, and XPO drivers and other day cabbers who never slow down for the 55 zones or the work zones. And yes, there are plenty of independent drivers and owner-operators. I'm an owner-operator, independent driver, who don't follow the rules and don't slow down for the speeds, the 55s and the work zones as well. I'm not saying owner-operators are perfect. I'm just saying I follow the rules because I don't want tickets. I don't want inspections. Because if you get pulled over for a ticket and they feel like doing an inspection on your truck, if they really want to find something, they're gonna find something. So I don't let them. I don't let them pull me over. And I always carry spare bulbs with me. I have shrink tubing and a torch so I can fix any wiring issue that might have popped up while I was driving that I didn't catch on my pre-trip, so I could handle it right there or something. But my main goal is to not be hassled. So I try to make sure I'm always at the right weight, and I had that. That's why I was so mad about that overweight ticket the other day. I try to make sure all my lights and everything are always working, that I'm not going excessively over the speed limit. All reasons to never pull me over, because if a DOT officer pulls you over and wants to do an inspection, they're probably going to find something if they really look for it, because there's so many things on these trucks that at any one time you might not know is wrong. If they want to find something, by God, they're gonna. All right, well, I don't know where I'm going next after I deliver tomorrow morning. Bo did call me this afternoon and said he was working on one that picked up in Rome, Georgia, going to Salt Lake, which would be great because I can run through the house, but I haven't got the rate con for that one yet, so it maybe means it didn't happen. So we'll just see where we go. It's only about 43 miles from here down to where I deliver in the morning. I've just got that one pallet left on there now, and then we'll see where we go from there. Well, just a short video today. I wanted to throw up some of the crash cam stuff and that guy telling me I'm number one when he cuts me off. I don't even understand that. You're getting sleepy already, aren't you? You're ready to go to bed. But you got to finish this little bit with me and then you'll get your begging strip, all right? Anyway, commenting on a lot of people's comments, so, from the last video. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please subscribe, please like and comment. I get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a couple days because I'm a working truck driver. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Look, Doc, all we need to do is get our hands on some plutonium. In the future, plutonium might be available at every corner drugstore, but here in 1955, it's a little hard to come by. All right, no, it's not fair if you start up there. You gotta come down here. All right, you ready? You ready? There it goes. It's in your pet bed. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Now, I haven't come up with a song yet for Rusty's begging strips. We'll have to work on that. He's a begging strip dog. He's a begging strip dog. Slow down, Rusty. You're eating it too fast, buddy. Eating strips too fast. He's starting to cough. He's a begging strip dog. All right. Here's another little piece for you. Right here. Look up. There you go, buddy. All right.